It's the Traveling Shoes! Hey, it's the Traveling Shoes. It's Dad Shoe here, and we are spending the weekend, a few days, at the Wilderness Lodge. Let's jet and have a good time. So we're at the Whispering Canyon, walking up from the parking lot. It looks amazing, right? Anyway, we checked our luggage, and let's see what's going on inside. We're gonna get some breakfast. Ooh, it's nice and chilly. Very spectacular in here. Kind of reminds me of the actual Yellowstone Lodge in or Old Faithful Lodge in Yellowstone. Very beautiful. Anyway, let's go have some breakfast and see what's going on at the Wilderness Lodge. Well, want to take a quick peek at the fireplace there. Yep. Fireplace is awesome, especially here in January. Anyway, let's go have some breakfast. Here we're going to the Roaring Fork at Wilderness Lodge. Here's what's for breakfast. Wonder what I'll get today. The Roaring Fork breakfast. Roaring breakfast platter sounds good. Later on today, lunch sounds pretty good too. So get something to eat, Mrs. Shu. Oh, check out that bear claw. You had that bear claw before, right? Yeah. That looks like you grab a menu and go get in line to order it, and they bring the food to you. How fun is that? All right, our breakfast came, and I got the Tachko bowl. So it's tots and eggs and gravy and bacon and sausage and stuff. Delicious. Mrs. Shu got Mickey waffles and crispy bacon. Just want to point out that when I went in to get my tea and stuff like that, it sure seems like an upgrade to what we've experienced over at French Quarter. Right, you can definitely tell the Wilderness Lodge is an upscale resort just by the fact that they've got a lot of like different condiments available to you versus at the other places, and it just doesn't seem as crowded, and it just seems like extra nice compared to the other ones. Anyway, let's enjoy some food, and I'll see you in a few. All right, breakfast at the Roaring Fork was delicious, and I highly recommend it. And you can actually tell how upscale it is, right? Because of just the way the food was cooked. It was definitely not in like a tray for a buffet. You get your stuff fresh, and I think the waffles there are malted waffles compared to what we had at the French Quarter, which seemed more like beignet-ish. Anyway, so it was really good, and now I'm heading to the front desk to put in a request for our room. Hopefully we can get a high floor. That'd be good. Anyway, recommend the breakfast. It was delicious. I think it's served till like 10:30 or 11, and then yeah, walk around and work that breakfast off. All right, I thought I'd shoot a picture of the activities while we're here. Check it out. See, because of the glare, maybe it's tough, but just a wake-up party, Disney character experience outside, Disney family fun, and a pajama party. Check out the movies. All right, signature activity is a tasteful artistry at Disney's Wilderness Lodge for a small fee. Artist Point. Looks interesting. Mickey tie-dye. Mrs. Shu might do that a little later. Family activities and crafts. Mrs. Shu said I might be interested in this Wonders of the Lodge Art and Architecture tour. Tomorrow at 9. We'll see. Anyway, sounds good. Now I gotta find Mrs. Shu since I went to the checkout desk. I went to the checkout desk and asked for a better room, and Mrs. Shu took up on me. Oh, I see her now. So back to it. Let's go on a tour of the property. All right, this is cool, right? So it's kind of like there's a train, but it's not really a train, and it kind of goes around that way, and then on top of here it's like an old water, like a water tower, but for filling up a steam engine, right? So that's fun, like you would ride out there in good old Yellowstone. Okay, we're checking out the Boulder Ridge Cove pool. This is fun. Crash. This is way peaceful. Very nice. And there's not like a bar or anything out here, but the bar's just down the way, back that way. And yeah, it's super nice. Bathrooms over there, access to your rooms. Very nice. All right, something I want to point out. I just used the restroom over here. It's very, very nice. I love the Native American background noise, but also looks like Disney's installed some nice water stations here, right? So you can bring your cup over here or refill your thing at this Elkway bottle refill station. Pretty nice. I also wanted to point out that there's a hot tub. And, oh my gosh, it's empty. I wonder why. Maybe because it's like 1,000 degrees here in Florida right now, but looks nice. Maximum water temperature, 104 degrees Fahrenheit. Looks very nice, and it's got a great little background with the stone and the evergreens. Pretty cool. All right, check it out. We're down here by the cabins. You can see maybe one of the cabins behind me, back there. And we're gonna walk around here for a little bit, but showing here that the lobby's back that way and transportation is back that way. But we're gonna head to the sports courts and maybe walk back around, see what we can see. Check out the Mickey Topiary. That's fun. Right across from the Mickey's Topiary is the map of the whole area. Ooh. Number 19 is the riding trail for tomorrow morning. Fun anyway. We have no idea where we'll be staying, but I think we're going to be staying in this section, because when we made the reservation, it was in the DVC part of the reservations. And anyway, we're staying in a studio. We'll see how that works out. I'm not saying too much so that you can hear the peace and quiet. It's really nice. And I'll point out, there's another grill. So we're on our way to the sports courts, and we saw some friends, right? Some fun butterfly friends. Doing what butterflies do best. Bye-bye. Hello.
Maybe we know the two friends that are hanging out.
Yeah, maybe so. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, on our way to the courts. That way. Alright. Walking down the path where all the cabins are. Looks like these are under construction, or at least getting updated, because I see windows and stuff taped off for painting and such. But again, if you're at the Wilderness Lodge, just need to go for a walk. Very peaceful. There's no sound either, like no background music. It's just birds chirping and alligators growling. Okay, that's it for our walk around the cabins. Off to the main lodge. Okay, so we made it to the sports courts. Looks like they're right here. Let's check out what they've got. Looks to me like it's basketball. There's a hoop, and there's some basketballs right there. You're wondering, where do I get my basketballs from? Well, they're right there. And just right here, next to this fire bush, where Mr. Butterfly is hanging out again, if you can see him. Try and get a little closer. There he is, hanging out. Right next to it is the grills. And there's multiples of these as we're walking around. But yeah, so lots of grills, recycling, and then the 2 gas grills. Don't know what you have to do to get access to them, but I imagine it's just a phone call away. The gas grill area is for the exclusive use of Disney Wilderness Lodge guests. You have to be over 16, keep the kids out of it, never leave a grill lit and unattended. And you can get it from, I guess, vacation club spots or probably the front desk. Anyway, so we're going to walk around though. We're going to go look at the Cascade cabins and cabins themselves right down this way. So one thing to be aware of though, as you're walking down this way, see the fencing right here? I'll walk down here and show you. So we're going to walk down here to the fence, and you can see that it's not that tall, probably like 3.5, 4 feet tall, and any alligator or snake of any substance can get right over that fence. Just be on guard when you're walking around in this area, looking out for those friends. But anyway, let's go for a walk. Hey, we got our breakfast. So I got the Tachko bowl, but because I'm trying to cut carbs, there's no potato barrels. But guess who got my potato barrels? Somebody sitting across from me, right there. She got extra crispy bacon, and we got the bear claw. No, we're not gonna eat all that. We're not gonna eat all that this breakfast, but we wanted it because it looks so tasty good. Anyway, I'm off to get some tea. So we're just sitting here waiting for our room and chilling out here by the, I guess it's the Roaring Fork. It's like a hot spring there, like you can find at Yellowstone. So we're just chilling out here in the lobby waiting for our room. We have a deluxe villa studio that we procured from the resort. So I just thought I'd share that it's a nice place to chill out right here in the lobby, which is huge, right? And right across from Whispering Canyon, one of our favorite places to get a breakfast or a lunch / dinner, all you care to enjoy barbecue. Anyway, we're just hanging out, having a good time, right across from the Mercantile. Lots of goodies in there. Anyway, can't wait to see our room. All right, we got our room number. Let's see, 2115, I think. Yeah, 2115. Anyway, which is a DVC, not a studio, but actually a 2-bedroom kind of a place. Anyway, so it's really nice. Let's go check out what we've got. We're on the first floor, but really the second floor. And the way the Wilderness Lodge is set up, you know, it kind of slopes down from the waterfall. So the actual entrance to the lodge, the main lobby, is on the second floor. And then if you stay on that same floor, you're on the second. Stay on that same level, you're on the second floor. So here we are on the second floor, down, like you come out of the lobby, you make a right, and you make the first left, and we're down the hallway there. Anyway, so here we go. So we've got a closet. So you're gonna notice it's more like a DVC room than like a regular room. So you got it's because it is a DVC room. You got like a nice huge closet, lots of racks, lots of hangers with a luggage rack. And you got an extra pillow and blanket for the couch. Then we got a kitchenette, which is really cool, right? Kitchenette. So you got like a place to put your stuff for the week or two, if you're staying for 2 weeks. Lots of drawers. Again, soft close drawers, right? So most of them are soft close, not all of them. Place to store some stuff. Got this little mini sink. Above the sink, you've got some plasticware and an ice chest. Got our microwave and our Keurig Duo machine right here with plenty of K-cups, and you can order more K-cups, and coffee filters, right? So from Joffrey's, so you can refill your coffee. That's awesome. Regular microwave from GE. Has a toaster up there. Woo! Everybody likes toast. And then a refrigerator down below. And the actual refrigerator, not the one that's like, I'm gonna only stay under 40 degrees. This one, real refrigerator. All right, so then we got some goodies. Put your trash in the trash. And then our main section on here. So we've got a sleeper sofa and a place to put your feet. I haven't investigated that. Yeah, it looks like it might actually open up. And we'll come back out to the balcony in just a minute, and then you get your TV with your like entertainment center / like butler, whatever. All right, we'll move on to the main room. Like here's your thermostat, and then our room has a corner, so it's got this little interesting little nook right here, so you can see out the side. So you can see down there to the pool, but we'll check that out in a minute. And you've got your little desk or seating area to eat some food, have a little tasty snack, and then you got these nice windows to let light in. That's pretty nice. And you can see the Bay Lake from here. I assume that's Bay Lake. And then you've got some blinds that you can pull down, both here and there. Got side tables. It's pretty cool. And these balances, is that what they're called? On the side of the bed. And of course, your standard, awesome. Wouldn't be the same without your Mickey towel. And we got a queen size bed in here, and then we got another side table, and then some more chest of drawers that are really cool looking. All right, and then a changing pad bench kind of thing. It's really cool. Lots of plugs, more plugs, lots of plugs. Turn your light on and off. Lots and lots of plugs. Same over here. Lots of plugs. Got the plugs back here. Anyway, lots of plugs. This one over here by the chair. All right. So we'll make our way to the bathroom now. So the bathroom has a slider, like a big sliding barn door. And here you got a single sink. So you got really 2 sinks. You got the kitchenette sink and you got this sink. And there's plenty of vanity drawers in here. Got a hair dryer and empty stuff for all your toiletries and more room for more good stuff. And you got a door right here. More. And then you got your stool, your towel bar for lots of family members. I think this sleeps 4, so that's pretty legitimate. And then you've got a nice set of storage on the in the bathroom itself for like swimsuits or towels or just whatever. And a place to hang your towels too. And then in this particular one, you've got, it looks like it's a redone, but it's got a tub. And you got your Mickey Mouse Disney soaps. Got a rain. That's pretty cool. It's got a rain shower, overhead shower head. And it's got your standard wand here on the wall itself. And you got your little spandy wire thing to hang your suits from. Alright, so that's almost the last piece, but let's go outside and check out the coup de grace, or the piece de resistance. Alright, which is in fact awesome. It's crazy. Let's see if we can get out of here. Alright, we're out of here. Alright, here's our view from the room. Alright, we got this amazing overhead view of the path. Alright, you can see the path coming down from the waterfall. You can hear the waterfall, and of course, you can see the pool and the lake. That's pretty amazing. Overall, I think we're super excited about the room. Yeah, this is a great one. This particular room, 2115. I love it for a family of 4. It would be great. Anyway, that's our room. Let's see how it goes for like the next couple days. I'll tell you how we liked it in the end. Otherwise, you know, something that's really cool though, before I say goodbye for now. It's like there's like a truckload of butterflies. Not that I'm not used to seeing butterflies here in Orlando and at our house in Winter Garden, but here especially, there's just like everywhere we go. There's like thousands of butterflies and like lots of little wildlife, like rabbits and squirrels and chipmunks and such. It's just crazy. And they got really neat trees that surround the lodge itself. They did a really nice job of mixing Florida foliage with the northwest or the north trees and foliage. Love it. Anyway, we're gonna go get our stuff unpacked. Actually, we got a call for our luggage from the bellman. And we'll see what else is happening. Alright. Hey, it's the Traveling Shoes, and we are at Wilderness Lodge at Geyser Point Bar and Grill. And we're here for dinner. So let's chat. So we got a bunch of choices on the menu. Small bites, rustic fare, alcoholic and non-alcoholic libations, desserts, and kids meals, right? So let's check out the menu real quick. Small bites. I think we've had the bison meatballs before, or mac and cheese bites, can't remember, but we've had the bison cheeseburger and the ribeye steak sandwich before, and those are delicious, and I'm going to be interested in trying one of these desserts. The seasonal pie sounds delicious. I'm probably going to get one of these signature libations. This morning at the pool I had the huckleberry punch. It was really good. Today I might try the pineapple mule. Anyway, let's see what we get, and we'll check it out here in a little bit. Alright, so here we are sitting at our little table, and it's right here on, is this Bay Lake?
Yeah.
Yeah, right here on Bay Lake, and you can see the Disney Transportation maybe off there in the distance. And it's pretty nice. Nice little view here. You can sit out there, but I'm not sitting out there right now. It just rained, and it's still a little moist. But let's take a look inside. The NFL preseason game's on. That's pretty cool. And it's very rustic is the word, I guess. If you were to go to Yellowstone and go to like Old Faithful Lodge, this is kind of what you'd see if you had a bar to go to. It would look just like this. Anyway, we ordered some drinks. We'll order some food in a minute. All right, we got some tasty beverages. I got the Northwest iced tea. That's got a little twist to it. Just show you got the lava smoothie, and I think got the
Space Dust IPA.
Space Dust IPA. Looks very delicious. Cheers, everybody. Hey guys, how's it going? What are you guys doing here? I got nothing for you. There's nothing for. Don't kick, Chris. Nothing for you guys. Go eat some other yummy duck food, not human food. Go on. Have fun. All right, so I ordered the bison burger cheeseburger with a side of chips. Mrs. And Chris got the
Same thing, ribeye sandwich.
ribeye steak sandwich with au jus and a side salad.
Yeah.
And I asked for a side of garlic aioli, and she brought some ketchup too. So let's dig in. And again, this looks super juicy, and I'm sure it's super delicious. I'm gonna give you a look at that burger, and I gotta tell you, it's super medium wellish, super juicy. The juice is just coming out like crazy. And again, the homemade chips, and they're super tasty. Ferry boat action over here by Wilderness Lodge. Not normal. Why is there a ferry boat over by the Wilderness Lodge? It makes no sense. And it's pretty much empty. There's like no one in the ferry boat. It's like they're taking it for a test run. Or someone's doing some training. In the meantime, a little dinghy over there that just pulled out from the Wilderness Lodge dock, heading over to the Magic Kingdom. All right, we got our desserts. Mrs. Shu got the campfire mousse. We got little candy rocks over here with a little, I mean, really, it's like heat miser, right? Don't you think?
Yeah, it looks like his hair.
Yeah, it's like his hair. And then Mr. Chris got
I got the coffee and donuts, creme brulee.
Donuts, creme brulee. So you got little donuts in a creme brulee coffee.
The creme brulee is infused with cold brew.
Wow, that's cool. I got the apple cider, like gelato with some fruit and some chocolate on top. Should be refreshing. All right, we finished our meal from Geyser Point Bar and Grill, and here's what we thought. Mrs. Shu and Chris got the ribeye steak sandwich. Basically, it was a French dip, and I had a taste of it as well, and it was super delicious. If your go-to was to get something like that, I would get that every time. You could get the house-made chips, and fries, or a salad. They loved it, and they would order it again. I got the bison cheeseburger, and I wasn't a fan of it at all. It was average. It wasn't one of the best burgers I've had on property. I probably wouldn't get it again because it wasn't that tasty. But, you know, I had the house-made chips, so it kind of made its way through the meal okay. It was plenty of protein, but still, I guess I don't think I get it. But anyway, we had 3 drinks. I had the Northwest tea, which was delicious. Mrs. Shu had the lava frozen drink, which she loved. And Chris had the crazy beer from the Space something beer. He enjoyed that as well. Lastly, we had some desserts. Mrs. Shu had the campfire mousse, and she loved it. I had the apple cider sorbet, and it was super delicious. And Chris had the coffee creme brulee with donuts. So it's like coffee and donuts, and he said it was amazing. So there you go. But we had a good time, and the price was right, and the view was amazing. So I would definitely go there every time. Get yourself a tasty beverage, and try the prime ribeye steak sandwich with the au jus and the house-made chips. Anyway, that's all for now. Until next time, ciao. Hey there. So I wanted to wrap up our weekend trip at the Wilderness Lodge. We had a great time. Our room 2115, super amazing, had that great view. I was able to do some work and also have some fun. The Geyser Point was amazing for dinner. You know, Chris Shu joined us, and the breakfasts and the lunches and the dinners at the Roaring Fork Quick Service, I would recommend those as well. Both pools were great. The main pool, where it was, you know, had a lot of families there, that was fun energy, and the slide was great. And then the quiet pool over by the DVC area, exactly what that was. It was quiet, it was peaceful, until around 3 o'clock. It got a little crowded from, I think, people returning from the park because it was a hot day. But overall, I mean, we had a really good time. It's definitely one of the deluxe resorts for a reason. We love it. One thing I want to point out, don't forget that, you know, Whispering Canyon's there. That's one of our favorite places to eat. Actually, it's a tradition in our family that we go there to Whispering Canyon on Christmas morning for breakfast. And we hand out a few gifts to the servers, and we just have a really fun time really early on Christmas morning. Then the family kind of splits up and people go their own way. But Mrs. Shu and I, we go to Magic Kingdom and just spend a little bit of the morning watching the Christmas Day parade and come home and enjoy the rest of our day. Anyway, so I would highly recommend the Wilderness Lodge. It was amazing. Again, good jogging trails. Hey, those cabins look amazing as well. It looks like they're being redone. So think about that when you're making your reservations and you're looking at all the different resort options. Think about things like transportation. Remember Wilderness Lodge. Remember that Wilderness Lodge has the boats and the buses, and you can get to Magic Kingdom pretty quickly. You can also get to those resorts nearby, the Contemporary, Polynesian, and the Grand Floridian pretty quickly from there. Anyway, it's good stuff. Oh, and I heard too they're going to be opening up the path from the Wilderness Lodge to Fort Wilderness soon. So all that sounds like good stuff. Oh, and by the way, even though we didn't capture it this time, the character showed up at the Wilderness Lodge, and that was a whole lot of fun. Okay, so overall, our review. We've been staying at some places lately. We enjoyed our time at Wilderness Lodge and at the other resorts as well. So depending on what you are trying to accomplish, it was a great stay, and I would do it again and again and again. And then next year, we're going to do it again because we had a pass holder discount. It was like 40 or 50% off, and well worth it. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe down below to our channel if you enjoy the content, and leave us some comments. Let us know what you'd like to see from us. Anyway, until next time, ciao for now. That's the end.